Hello, everybody. Judy Wong here, your new age momtrepreneur, author, speaker, and coach. Now, today I wanted to talk to everybody about daydreaming. I love this sweater. I know it's a little cheesy, but hey, what can I say? I'm a daydreamer. Actually, I make dreams happen. You see, that's one thing that makes the difference between somebody who's very successful and somebody who is a lot less successful or might even deem themselves as a failure in life. You see, a lot of people, when we're young, we sit there in school and class daydreaming about the things that we wish we could have potentially in the future, or, maybe imagining that we're in some far off land. Now, while this is common behavior in children, as adults, if we're also daydreaming about a different life that we could potentially have instead of taking action towards it, that's where you really have a problem. And now, as part of this particular module, I'm going to invite you to really explore your wildest imagination, something that you probably haven't done since you were a kid. I know for me that when I started this exercise, it was like totally busting a lock in my head. I mean, I had locked myself up in this environment of corporate where people were either sitting in cubicles or sitting in business meeting rooms and boardrooms and in their offices, that I had no idea what it was like to really desire and quench my thirst with something that was entirely different and entirely new. In fact, getting out of my routine of get up, get ready, go to the office, do my work, come home really late, get on conference calls, go to bed, repeat, 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 that became the norm. And my mind was almost not functioning outside of that norm. And if that sounds like you, if it sounds like this is going to be a hard exercise, you know what? It's going to be so much fun. I'm telling you, it's like, woohoo! You know, when you actually shake a soda or a can of pop, however you want to call it, and when you actually open it, all the fizz starts coming out. This is exactly what we're doing. We are shaking up your life, shaking up your mind, and helping you to revisit all of those old desires that have been deeply buried so that you can really rediscover who it is you are at a much deeper place and help you basically recognize where some of your latent talents and skills are so that you can apply it in your career. And sometimes you might not be applying it as directly as you wish you could, but that doesn't matter. You see, it's still going to increase your value as a person, and it's going to show in the way that you carry yourself. So, for example, I will share something that I used to daydream about. When I was in high school, I was actually yearbook editor, and I always dreamed of being in media. And I actually got accepted into two very prestigious colleges for a media and journalism program. But due to a whole lot of stuff that happened, I didn't go into those programs and I took a very different career path. Now, do I regret it? Not at all. In fact, while I was in corporate, I realized that because I had these interests, there were different ways that I could apply myself. And whatever it is that you're currently doing, despite the fact that you might not be enjoying it 100%, you're probably on the periphery. So imagine this is what you're doing now, and what you're destined to do cannot be like over here. Usually, you've managed to build your circle so that it expands to the point where it's somewhat touching and overlapping with what you were destined to do. Now, if you don't believe me, that's okay. You will find out for yourself as you start making the list. So, either refer to the workbook, or you can pull out a fresh sheet of paper or use your journal and make sure you start writing down from 1 to 100 all the things that you would really, really like in your life. And don't be vague about it. For example, don't say things like, oh, well, I just want a lot of money. A lot of money to do what? For example, because you want to travel 5 times a year, 10 times a year. If it is to travel, where would you be going? Would you be going for business, or would you be going for pleasure? Would you be hanging out on a beach, or will you be, I don't know, visiting historical museums? And who would you be going with? Do you want to fly economy, or do you want to fly in a private jet? I mean, let your heart's desire completely unleash and enjoy it. One of the biggest mistakes that people make when doing this exercise is that they fall into this pit of self-pity. People start thinking that, oh my goodness, I really, really don't have access to any of these. Poor me, poor me. And that defeats the purpose of this exercise. This exercise is to help you unveil and basically, as a tomb raider, dig up all the things that you've put away for so many years so that you can now start enjoying setting them as goals and benchmarks. And now you will have a purpose in which to build your career so that you can enjoy these potential fruits of your labor. So don't hesitate to do it. And it's okay if you get stuck. Like, you might write down 3 things and be like, oh my God, this is so hard. I don't even know what else to write down. But make it a list of 100 if it's really easy for you. And if you only manage to write 3, keep the numbers up to 100 so that you can keep expanding your desires until you get there. There's absolutely no right or wrong way to do this. There's only the fact that you didn't do it and you're robbing yourself of a great opportunity to truly understand who you are and where your talents and gifts lie and how best to apply them. So please go ahead now, and I swear you're going to enjoy it so much that you're going to want to re-listen to this video at some future point in time, because I know I do it on a regular basis and it makes all the difference. So everything from your dream home to your dream car to your dream life, which all has to do with money, but it could also mean relationships, the type of family you want to have, the type of meals you want to have. If you're always eating microwave dinners, well, like, maybe you're going to start dining in Michelin restaurants. Why not? So take it away and have some fun. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.